Welcome into Joe's Bowling Sports and Ministry Talks TV. I just come in to talk to you guys for a few minutes. Um, God gave me like a quick little word. Just wanted to talk to you guys about how you got to choose who you talk to. You got to choose the right people to vent to. And I'm just speaking from experience. How manipulation is at an all-time high. How he will use the exact people that you vent to cause you hurt, how he'll cause you harm, how he'll cause you danger. And we, in this season, we have to really choose who we vent to. We got to really choose who we talking to. We got to really choose that, because people will use that against you in these days. I find that out myself as time goes on. And I'm looking at it. This is from my perspective, nobody else's perspective. This is from experience. And so in this season, we really have to choose who we talking to, because manipulation is at an all-time high, especially when you're dealing with, I want to say a spirit of weakness hits you. People will use that against you to hurt you. They will use that against you to help themselves. It's so easy to be manipulated. It's so easy to fall into those traps. It's so easy to fall into those hands. Me right now, I'm going through hurt. I'm going through a situation that I never thought I would have to go through in my life. And I'm just watching the enemy at hand. I'm watching the enemy try to come in and show his face to me at all times, and say, do this and do that. Do this and do that. You could do it. Get even, get even, get even, get even. This the enemy. And this people. This is people. Oh, you this and that and this and that about it. You the greatest person. You this and you that. They just telling me everything that sound good, everything that may be fitting to my ear at that time, to try to detour me out of the things of God, out of where God is trying to take me, out of what God is trying to do in my life. Manipulation. They tell you what you want to hear. It sounds good. It feels good. Oh, this person really loved me. I like that feeling. That's a good feeling. That's a feeling of love. Oh my God, can you feel that? Because they're telling me exactly what I want to hear. And I felt that last night as not spilling any names or individuals, but I just kind of got a kick at that last night. And God began to show me, no. See, I'm a person myself. I don't play with the enemy. I don't play with spirits. I don't do none of that. My thing is I expose. And I'm willing to expose myself when things are not like they should be. Or when the enemy trying to attack me, or when the enemy trying to come in and stop me, or when the enemy is trying to come in and block me, I'll expose myself. I have no problem with it. And so last night I'm sitting there, and here come all these young ladies to my inbox. I have one after another, telling me what I want to hear and all of that. And I began to think to myself, what in the world? No. That ain't you. You ain't gonna do that no more. That was your past. That was years and years ago. You're not going to do that. You don't need nobody to tell you who you are. You don't need nobody to make you feel that what you already know, that you great. I know that I'm great because God told me I'm great. I don't need a human being in this lifetime to tell me that I'm the greatest thing walking on this earth, because I feel that. I'm not being cocky about it. I'm not. I just know God created me in his image. So anything that he created in his image is gonna be spectacular as long as you living for him and trying to do the things that he wants you to do in this world. So I was just thinking and showing that manipulation is just at an all-time high. It's coming from all directions, y'all. It is. Be aware of manipulation. Be very, very aware. Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open in this season, y'all. Seriously. Anybody who watching in the background, anybody who you share, anybody who can share this video out there, manipulation is at an all-time high. Y'all, and it's attacking people left and right. I'm talking about it is attacking hard. It's attacking hard, and when like I said, when the spirit of weakness hits you, it can really get to you. It can really detour your mind. It can really mess you up. It can really stop you and block you from what God truly has for you. And so we got to get in a place where, hey, how you doing, Peaceful Flow? How you doing? We got to get in a place to where we're not allowing that thing to happen. We're not allowing the spirit of manipulation to hinder our lives or hinder where we're going in life. And so that's me. I had to really look at myself and say, is this really what Joe would do? Would Joe really do that? Would not only would Joe do that, what would Jesus do in this situation? What would Pastor Joe do in that situation? Would he do this? Is this something that he would do? No, because I'm not weak. I'm not letting the spirit of weakness hit my flesh and cause my flesh to rise and cause me to do something that I wouldn't want my children to do. Y'all understanding that? I wouldn't do that. I don't want my children to see me in a weak way or see that weakness has hit me and then I just go into a fleshy, lose me and go into let my flesh take over. No. I don't, like I said before, I don't need any I want to say this the right way so nobody don't get offended. I don't need anyone to tell me that I'm great, that I'm good. I don't need that. I know that God created me great and I'm good. I know I'm a great man. I know that. I know that. I know I'm a great husband. I know that I'm a great father. I don't need a woman to get in my inbox and tell me that. You know, I was feeding into that mess. And I kicked the enemy right in the head. I said, no, not you, enemy. You won't do that to me because I'm going to expose you. I'm going to expose that thing. I'm not too proud to expose the enemy when it come at me. I ain't proud at all because I know the God I serve and I know what he can do. I know what he can do and I know what he's going to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not too proud to expose the enemy. Like I said, can't nobody make me feel that I'm great because God created us. We all are great. We just got to tap into our greatness. We have to tap into our greatness. Sometimes we lose us and we don't see the greatness in us and we think that people is the one who we think that the people around us is the one who is solidifying our greatness or making us feel like we are who we are, or they determine our life factors. But nobody determines my life factor but God. God number one. And I think sometimes we lose sight of that when we going through things. So Luke 6, but love your enemies and do good and lend expecting nothing in return, and your reward will be great, and you will be sons of the Most High, for he is kind and to the great, ungrateful and the evil. Amen. Amen. And so that's what I had to do to myself last night. I had to say, no, enemy, this ain't what it's going to be. I'm not going to allow this to happen. I don't care if I'm hurt. I don't care if I'm going through. I don't care how I'm feeling. I am not about to let nobody come in here and tell me what I want to hear. And then I end up doing something that I'm going to regret in the long run. I'm not going to regret nothing or feel like I done anything when all I have to do is just sit and wait for God to say, here, in time, in due time, here's the wife I created for you, or here's your new wife. One or the other. You know what I'm saying? I would never do that. I would never do that, and I'm not going to do that, y'all. I'm not. I just had to get on here and expose that thing, because sometimes you got to expose the enemy when he coming at you like that. You got to expose that thing and let him know that it's not going to happen. Things is not going to happen like that. It's just not. I'm not going to let it happen like that. You know what I'm saying? I begin to feel so, like, yucky. My son's sitting right here beside me, and, you know, I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm about to go to bed. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm okay. You have a blessed night, though. It was good talking to you, and you be blessed. And I'm definitely going to pray for both of us at church tomorrow. You know? I'm just not that person. I ain't that person. I'm not 14 no more and seeking attention. I'm not. I'm not 12 years old or in my 20s no more and seeking nobody's attention anymore. I'm just not that person. And so they don't giving me attention ain't what I need. The only attention I need is from God, and I'm giving him attention so that he can give me attention back. And no matter if I'm giving him attention or not, he's going to always give me attention no matter what. But I'm in the season where I'm trying to give him attention and seek his face. Nobody else's face ain't going to do it for me in this season. I'm sorry. It just ain't going to do it. It's just not going to do it. Not in this season or any other season. He has to be number one. Another thing, like I said, for far as manipulation, it happens. So don't allow it to happen. Another thing we got to do, y'all, is make sure we don't make people our gods. A lot of times in this season, we begin to make people our God. They become our God, and we can't see nothing past it, but we can't see nothing else but them. Nothing else. Stop making people your God. You only got one God you serve. That's Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nisi, Jehovah Shalom. That's the God that we serve. The only God. That's the only God we should be serving. We shouldn't be serving no false gods, because that becomes a false God when we make other things our God. And God will take that from you for a season to make you understand that no, it ain't gonna happen. You're not gonna serve just anybody in this season. You're not going to do it. I'm not gonna let it happen to you. I'm not gonna let it happen. Stop trying to serve a person. Stop trying to make a person happy and you lose out on the sight of the things that God has for you. That's what we do that's what we do so much all the time. We lose out on the sight of what we lose sight on what God has for when we seeking people. We seeking people to try to make us feel good. We seeking people to try to help us through a situation when it just don't work that way. It just don't work that way. A person can't help you through life. A person can't do that. Only God can. They can give you advice, which a lot of times that advice gonna cause you more hurt than anything. A lot of times we seek people face, y'all. We seek the things that people got going on. That hurts anything. It hurts us more than what we ever gonna think in our life. It hurts us. And so we got to get in a place where we're seeking God. Y'all, jumping from relationship to relationship ain't it. It ain't gonna get you nowhere. Jumping from relationship to relationship just gonna cause you more pain and more hurt. So y'all just pray in this season. Pray hard. Man, ask God to lead and guide you, no matter what you're going through and what you may face. Ask God to continue and lead and guide you, because He definitely will lead and guide you. But I could tell you, from my experience, if you've been in a relationship as long as I've been in one, there's no way that you should be jumping to another one this soon. It's no way. It's impossible. It's impossible. It is impossible. It's impossible. There's no way I can. No way. So y'all stay prayed up. Love on yourself. Love yourself unconditionally. And let God lead and guide you to your next. Because your next is going to be greater than anything that you ever had in your life. That's what we got to prepare for. We become so content in what we have now, and don't prepare for our next, or don't stand in line for our next. So be as life goes on, and as the things as we see things differently as life goes on, just know that your next is going to be greater. And I'm not saying what you have ain't great. I'm not saying what's going on not great, but if you get in alignment with God and the things of God, he's going to make your path greater, which he may take what you have already and turn it around and make it even greater than what you had before. You know what I'm saying? It becomes what looks like a trial and a tribulations becomes everything, becomes awesome. So y'all, I love y'all. Y'all know I do. Um, Unconditionally, because y'all are amazing. Um, I'm definitely gonna be going live later on, but right now I'm about to. I gotta go to my mom's for a minute. Then I got a Bible study that I'm gonna do. That one of the evangelists want me to go over. I'm gonna go do that, and then I'm gonna go find me a little bit to eat, and then I'm gonna go back to church. I don't know where I'm going to go. I wanted to go to a church in Hammond tonight, but I'm not sure if they're having it. You know, you go all day. You go. I've been wanting to go for weeks, and then I'm not sure if they're having it. But I'm going to find some church somewhere, y'all, in the next hour or so, and go from there. Y'all hear me? I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. I'm about to go in this gas station right now. And grab me something to drink, and then, like I said, I gotta go and do a little studying. Hey, Desert, go, what's going on? I gotta go and do a little studying or whatever, and go from there. If anybody want to message me or anything, hit me up on Facebook or whatever, and I'll be around. But I love y'all. Y'all be blessed, and I will definitely see y'all later. Okay, love y'all. Bye.